Hey guys, how you doing? It's Johnny Berba. In today's video, I'm going to be talking very strongly and very briefly about some tips on first dates, how to create attraction with women, and how to be different and how to shock them a little bit. So again, sometimes my dating advice is a little bit controversial, which I like. It's authentic, it's very natural. You're probably not going to get this anywhere on Google because it's something I've just come up with the other day. I've been doing it and I want to share it with you. It's very practical and I want you to go out and try it. If you're at the stage where you are going on dates or you're just about to, this is something I did the other day. I want to share it with you now. Right. Some of the cliches in dating, the things, the do's and the don'ts. Now, what's the common thing generally will be given advice not to do on a first date? Don't ask questions. Rubbish. Rubbish. Because what I'm about to give you is asking questions, but the type of questions you're going to ask are so sexual, they're so in the moment, the girl is going to love it, and it's going to create a nice, fun vibe. So, this is what I do when I'm on dates, and I've done this on a date before with a French girl. It doesn't really matter who she is, just stressing the point she was French, very nice, you know, you can imagine. So I'm on the date, we've sat down, and I've done this, I'll be honest with you, and I'm not being arrogant. I've been on so many dates, I need to entertain myself because I get bored. Beats the days when I was a shivering wreck, I was so nervous I couldn't even express myself. What I do is I ask very sexual, personal questions just out the blue. So there's an example of what I've done. There's a bit of role play. Sorry there's not a girl, we'll get one soon, but anyway. So I'm on a date where we're sitting down and I'm drinking, and she's like, so do you always come to this place? And I was like, yeah, I come here regularly, you know, it's a nice place, it's an Irish bar, it's in central London. She's like, cool. She's like, yeah, I really like it here. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I knew you'd like it anyway. So this is where it comes in, the question, the sexual question. So I turned to her and I said, can I ask you a question, please? And she goes, yeah, sure, what is it? I go, when's the last time you had sex? I bet that was going to shock you. Now, before you guys go, oh, before you guys start saying, you can't do that. Yes, you can. I've done it loads of times. Now, I want to give you some tips on how to do it, why you should do it, and why women love it. It's very low risk. The worst you're going to get is, oh, can't believe you said that. So this is why you do it. Number one, it shows you're not here to be friends. It's not tea and biscuits and Coronation Street back at my place. I'm a man, you're a woman. I find you sexually interesting. That's why you do it. Number two, it creates good conversation. Give you an example. Do you think it's good to talk about the weather or the area you live in or sometimes the jobs you do? If you're passionate, excuse me. Or do you think it's better just in the moment to go, can I ask you a question? When's the last time you had good sex? Now, how many guys are going to have the confidence to do this? Now, for me, attracting women is all about confidence. If you see my stuff on YouTube, my dating advice, what I teach, it's all about confidence. So, for a guy to ask a question like this, obviously he's got to be a confident man. Now, you can be shy and still do it. It doesn't matter. This is shock and awe, my friend. So I'm going to give you another example of another question. It's a little bit more light-hearted, but it does the trick. Now, you're sitting there, and I like to do it with a little bit of good body language. I've done it in my video. So I kind of make this noise, and maybe I'm getting old. I'll be like, oh. So the girl's sitting there, and I'll be like, and I'll just tap her, you know, lightly, don't hit her, and slap her, and I'll just go, so let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in love before? This is not routines. These are just things I've done, and I remember I've done it. And the girls will usually go, they look into their head, and they go back into their memory, and then they usually go, yes, I have. Don't go deep into it, but again, it's quite sexual, love, romance. You've said, when's the last time you have good sex? When's the last time you've been in love? My next question, and I absolutely love it, and it can be asked any time. So tell me something. What's three things you find attractive in a man? Standard questions. This question is appropriate in any sort of social gathering or situation. Perfect on a one-on-one with a girl. What they usually do is they go into the head, they start describing a type of guy that they're attracted to. Usually, unconsciously, they describe you. So I said to the French girl, what do you find attractive in a man? She went, I like confident men. I like men that, you know, are passionate about their job, etc. And she goes, thirdly, I like men that dress well. Now, I'm not pumping my own ego up here. I'm just saying, on this day, I fit the bill. Other days, I might have got it wrong. But this is all created through asking questions. So there are three sexual questions you can ask a girl. When's the last time you had good sex? When's the last time you were in love? And what are three things you find attractive in a man? Now, I'm giving this, again, this advice, guys, is for newbies, for beginners. It's very basic stuff. Having said that, if you're an intermediate, if you're advanced, you can use it. But I want you to do this, not just for the sake of getting the reaction. I want to get you into the habit of speaking your mind. If you can speak your mind, you can start getting more confident, more congruent, and you can work your way towards becoming natural. I hope that advice helps. If you need my help, by all means, get in touch and you can take a 6 weeks program with me. I've done a transformation with David. Check out David's testimonial. The proof is in the pudding. I'd love to help you. I'd love to get you confident on dates. So like and subscribe. Enjoy the process. Make sure when you're on your dates to ask questions that are sexual. Bye.